Hi, I'm Navanya, and today we're going to be going over some fantastic add-ons for farming old raids and dungeons for mounts, transmog, and gold. Before we go over add-ons, I'm going to mention SimpleArmory.com, which is a third-party website. Simple Armory is great for planning out the most effective route to take when farming dungeons and raids for mounts. First, just enter in your realm and character name. Once the page loads, go to the collectibles drop-down box and choose mounts. Then click the Show Planner box to view the most effective route for you. If you're like me and sometimes forget where the raid and dungeon locations are, then these 3 add-ons will help you find the location of any instance in just a few steps. The add-ons you'll need to download are TomTom, Handy Notes, and Handy Notes dungeon locations. Once you have the add-ons installed, just click the Adventure Guide and choose either the Dungeons or Raids tab. Then use the drop-down box to pick an expansion and choose the dungeon or raid you're looking for. Click the Show Map icon, then right-click to be brought to the zone map. Dungeons will be marked with blue circles, and raids will be marked with green circles. Find the chosen instance on the map and right-click it. Do keep in mind that the directional arrow won't show up unless you're in the proper expansion. For example, if I wanted to find the entrance to Ice Crown Citadel, I would need to be in Old Dalaran to get the directional arrow to show up. Handy Notes dungeon locations will also keep track of your saved instances and mark them as gray. When you hover over the gray icon, it will tell you how many bosses have been downed. Once you're at the dungeon or raid of choice, you want to have some add-ons to help you keep track of transmog you haven't collected and an approximate amount of gold made from looting. For transmog, I use the add-on Can I Mog It, which adds a little icon to the right corner of the item, which helps you quickly keep track of what items you have or haven't learned, or if you can learn the item at all. I also use MOnArs Wardrobe Helper, which displays a list of transmog items that haven't been acquired yet. When you load up MOnArs, make sure to click the refresh items if you haven't done so since logging in. You can then choose to go through each dungeon or raid individually, or you can choose the current instance to load the items of the instance that you are currently in. You can then choose Open Mini List to show a list of items that drop from each boss that have yet to be acquired. I also use Mog It, which shows how an item will look on your character when you hover over it. Mog It pairs nicely with MOnArs as you can hover over an item icon in the main menu or the item name in the mini list to be shown a preview of the item. I also like to use Mog It to plan out new Mog that I want to farm prior to deciding what dungeons or raids that I want to run. When running dungeons and raids, I also like to keep track of how much gold I can possibly make by using Loot Appraiser. To use Loot Appraiser, you'll also have to have Trade Skill Master installed. Trade Skill Master uses information gathered from the auction house to put an approximate value on an item, along with many other functions depending on what TSM add-ons you download. Loot Appraiser is great for keeping track of how long it takes to run a dungeon, about the average value of items looted, the number of items looted, as well as currency. When starting a new run, make sure to hold Shift and click Start a New Session. You can then hide Loot Appraiser and it will keep track of your loot in the background. My last 2 add-on suggestions are Sell Gray Items and Auto Repair. I know that Loot Appraiser has a Sell Junk option, but I prefer to use Sell Gray Items for convenience. Sell Gray Items adds a Sell Gray button to the top of each vendor. It will tell you how much each item sells for and the total. Auto Repair is mostly a quality of life add-on because when you open up a vendor with Repair, it automatically repairs your items without having to hit the repair button. If you'd like to download any of these add-ons, I'll have the links in the description below. Let me know what add-ons you'd like to use for your runs in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!